84 your Makwaba Daily Update TV, Mrs. and the channel is subscribe. Say the opinion latest news content be also on Sabeka be when you be 80 na ye Bobroma 84 na ye Bobromu Evo NDC Akache and Sembe ne free hoba. Nina ye court and Semia is no more headed towards to court. Nina ye unlawful ballot na etimi akoso no na eno na yensa enyaka emu nsem efri ho na edsen akosi nsembe ne fri ho ba etifo yensa aka ni nyina yembongrom na yenkweti emu nsem yeba de ka ho no menso me de mu nsem nyina bebremu.
Today I have concerns of this. Are they sponsoring any parliamentary candidate now? Why not independent and then their political parties? Sana manager. GFP, America Donko, and Yanon. And you be one of the national offices. Do they have offices in 2/3 of Ghana now? GF, even the Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP. I know of their general secretaries. The rest, I don't know them. Kofi Akpaloo, Omuye Nipa Mensah party. Commander, and Menina no. Said these ones, they are not even up to. Omuahondi Andrew Cheddar, a new force, a independent. These political parties, their strength does not even match Alanchamanti movement for change. And the campaigns on a year entertaining almost as political party.
But what should Akroma a year EC for clarity?
It is not so in the law. 1992 Constitution, no. Article 2 or see the Constitution shall remain supreme. 2:1 or see any person who feels that anything is done wrong, you shall bring an action to that effect. Who the action is bar 2:2. The Supreme Court shall, on the basis of claims, not say Kesi is stronger, declare so in your favor. 2:3 says the Supreme Court area, whoever the orders are directed at, shall act according to the directives of the Supreme Court. And I am acting within the law. Many the Mensah and your love letters never betro. Say why you will maintain I say that be or no when you miss no, it is not right. And why said adequate Mensah and Tre now would you not so disqualify political people who wanted to contest the 2024 election. When there is clear, written black and white as to what a political party is, you go out of the way and accept jokers onto the list as political parties. No, we need to take this process serious.
So, what are some of the reliefs?
I see, you're unlawful. It contravenes the laws of this country. So a declaration that they should, that action taken by the Electoral Commission to be declared null and void, OTOs without effect.
That's a very difficult situation.
For who?
So Ekobasa, which means they need to go back for another balloting.
There is no, you see, another ballot. We have how many months to election? In any case, Electoral Commission printed here. Democracy is expensive. You cannot compromise democracy for anything. And to say, oh yeah, you demand, you must do it and do it well. If it must be done, it must be done well. Yeah, this how grow we are check. Yeah, my mom for when they take institutions, they want to run it like a family business. Family business. Yes, it might have happened and the fact that no man to me and Coco doesn't mean I cannot go to court today. And it doesn't mean that no, I may support you. No, I don't. I've always been against the act of grouping people electoral commission as political parties, and they are just joking. And then you up into 13. 7 of the 13 is just a waste of space. They could say Kakwa. Abra would we with you you didn't need these ones. That's the problem.
All right. Point of law.
Commander, may hear more.
Dabe na beko also kokot.
I say anopaya man fashion as this kind of political parties in the time there is no political party behind me. This is my conscience, my individuality. And to the members of the lawyer because we MPP lawyer, we NDC lawyer, and I'm going to say with you. They are hunting for a neutral lawyer, Manya Bakwa, all studying the case. And to roughly say we keep a corner there. Not soon.
All right. Yeah, how it goes. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, Commander.
Live on 100.5. Ora Azubila Emmanuel Abdul Salam, Executive Secretary Dima Adam GH. But Adam GH no any different. So he's in the studio. Liswa Nanakusipoku, Executive Director GAG, Liswa Abed joining here in the studios, while Haruna Mohammed, Director of Operations Mass Action Committee, also join us in the studio. Onia Akwaba.
Opening.
Boko there. We are doing more across the country. But anyway, quick one, your thoughts on this democracy hub and the police brouhaha?
Yes, I think I mean Nedi Kamen chair Adam GH. Yeah, I'm penning for any what for a democracy there. In fact, the idea is saying in our efforts now about home by. Baby, yeah, democracy could do them say.
After several rounds of negotiations, we are therefore surprised at the circulation of this letter on social media. Almost say, oh, I'm going to catch a Ghana for you. I say, Sanko for you and I catch it. I will say. Omo de omo solve problem nyina problem omo ase omo ka kire mo say omo say sa eye asem ya beto we e no kre na de omo ye ne say omo ne eye Trafigura for no kra tena say omo ma discuss ay meetings bebre say 134 no mo betua de omo kan kire say sika no omo nya ready so betua o 134 no it is in the pipeline na omo tutu nyoma say omo betua free ho. Point 3, the government of Ghana remains committed to honoring its obligations under the settlement agreement with Trafigura with a view to bring this matter to closure. End. Now, when you read the statement from the finance ministry, the statement did not specifically say that they have paid some of the money. The statement did not tell us Ghanaians say the monies that we are owing Trafigura, no, we have paid 80%, 20%, 10%. All that the minister said was that yes, they are surprised that the letter is out. We don't care. All that we want to know is 134 million through a Attorney General now our bono. You incur judgment debt. No. How are you going to pay the money? Ade chiano pa ewia ketekete ya na omre jandama beto abontene say I Finance Minister say, and this is what they are saying. Finance Minister says, government raises. Yes.
It's for 7 December na bato ibaso na Mr. Say let peace prevail slogan iguswa ye bomon kai say munye nyina yen kambo ne masumdwe wo da wuro nsere say my Ghana asumdwe bekoso apo mine mo.
See government akope. You can say government raises as one before. Just a government akotitini mo wrem. So we don't come on a pool. You see raises. You understand how that money was raised. My main kind of government raises 43 million to partially settle its $134 million judgment debt to the international energy firm Trafigura as the company moves to seize Ghanaian assets in South Africa. Remember, we have excess power. Trafigura for contract. Ghana and into a incur judgment debt of $134 million. And come by come to Trafigura for the tenancy. And we had discussion and it is avoidable. This debt is avoidable. But Attorney General we were Jiminti. Na ekufu adomo omo family and friends business mandani a family war with a company no we ended up incurring $134 million. Now And the asabetene say finance ministry ni say omo titi omo room akonya $43 million bi e de bia koteka ne so muni kuro. Under these twerps, you don't have a country. These people are running the country like daycare. Like almost running current is a daycare. Oh, Trafigura 4. Yeah, the almost 134 million. I almost dying a UK dino. Almost almost South African. You copy 43 million. I just say, I see a Jimmy. I just say it's war. Now you take a crack near the problem itself. Let me tell you, do you know, say the IMF conditionalities are ni nkofo wetin say ekoye no. Do you know, say we have not fulfilled it? Eh? The things they keep telling us about, say first quarter, second quarter, we have made surplus there. I don't know. The real issues we need to tackle to make sure, say we our books are clean for our finances to get better. We have not tackled it all. They all say raise revenue, chair hoka, MSK, IMF, you. The reality is that we have not actually even dealt with the IMF conditionalities. We have not. We are not paying our debts externally. Some internally, we are not. The conditions IMF gave us to raise some certain of revenue, to be offsetting some number, we have not been able to do it. It's the problem. No, we have not tackled it all. We have not tackled the problems. Nanka Sano. These people every day keep talking nonsense. And our surplus and our the conditions now also yet to me a meeting. We have not. When there's a change in government, if the NDC comes to power, they will have to sit with the IMF and let them understand that these people, upon all the nonsense, because you see, this IMF now avoidable. If this government and your president in Jimmy and the vice president being a con man, they should have gone to IMF a long time. So that time now, it compounded and my problems near Kesi. It's near the 1,000, a 5,000. So we are not supposed to blame anybody. We are supposed to blame the stupid finance minister and our catcher who said, God is on our side. We will not go to IMF. We need to blame this foolish vice president who said e-levy is the way forward. It is going to cushion. It is going to bring more revenue. It is going to create more jobs. These are people who have brought us to this point. Instead of them to be open to you, Omo kind of crunch Ghana for na you problem wono na nkwasiafo titi radio so catch say John Mahama ye propaganda. He is desperate to be president. Kwasiafo and the one a bit yakaway. That is the problem. It is their delayance. Because of pride, because of propaganda, because of the things they said about John Mahama's administration, they could not go to IMF. They had to lie. And it kept compounding. Now, afe nyoma worse. So it got to a point they could not do anything. All that they had to say is, we have to go to IMF. At the time when we detected problem, John Mahama and NDC said, these people are supposed to go quickly. Because the more you wait, because of propaganda and trying to win the people's vote, doing politics with it, we are going to get to a point where we are going to struggle. John Mahama made a crossroads. Ekache Ghana for say, we are going to get haircuts. Old pensioners are going to lose their money. Private businessmen are going to lose their money. We as Ghanaians, majority of us are going to lose our money. Yetna Ghana did John Mahama NDC attempt. I remember Ato Forsen did a thorough breakdown of what is about to happen. NDC for catch say we are all going to lose our monies. Now you don't man kwasiafo we catch Ghana for say, oh, e-levy will bring 11 million jobs. Oh, e-levy will do this. We are not going to IMF. We are children of God. We are kwasiafo of the kwasiafo at the IMF. So we are struggling to meet the conditions. The problem these people they have, and they say, they have exhausted all the avenues you raise their revenue. Because you see, they made a lot of noise about revenue generation. When they were in opposition, not Baumia to radio so every day. Oh, Mahama, they cannot create the revenue. Mahama is taxing this. Mahama is taxing this. You see, what they failed to do when they came to power. You see, when they came to power, they started realizing, say, governance is not about one policy. Governance is not what you see from outside. Now, when you become a government, the biggest problem is paying salaries. The biggest problem is the same time servicing your debts. The same time making sure you raise revenue. Nipa na oje tax no hono onye juma unkreti juma mano. Better when you sika through taxes to pay your debt, domestic and international. So you get to that point, you are stuck. That is why they started introducing different kinds of taxes. Now they introduced all these taxes thinking that they will be able to get some revenues piece forcefully, making us no matter what pay those taxes. Now what happened was that omoji taxes, their level of expenditure and consumption was becoming bigger. Time almost started say omoji taxes and kitchen every case in every year. They were supposed to close their ass. How do they do that? They were supposed to cut down on the number of government appointees, the number of expenses. That was the same time Ekufuado was flying private jet, $11,000 an hour or whatever euros an hour. That was the same time they were spending money. They were having parties. That was the same time they were spending money lavishly. That was the same time these people were blowing cash. Into omoji taxes, ebape ne pie free omoto.
For in some way and to the Kakaya Damasi say Moje Brew Daily Update TV no so.